Hey everybody, it's Greg Rice. We're here in the bucket, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Finally, we have secured financing for the Sacred Heart Church. Finally. Round of applause. It's been a long time coming. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Okay, a lot of people are close to the vest with these types of things, especially finances. It's important for you at home to hear some of the behind the scenes activities that happen. Most people just don't tell you about it. So we're looking at this project as of September of 2021. Go and check it out and we see we can get 16 apartments in here. Turns out we can get 32 apartments. The city overwhelmingly supports it, gives us a tax treaty, zoning approval, whatever clerical support we'll ever need, just open arms, 100%. Appraisal comes back great, over $6 million after renovated value for 32 units. Very healthy, very good number. Cornerstone Commercial Capital comes and they say, hey Greg, we have a bank that is just right for you. We know a bank that would love to do this loan. They're looking to break into Rhode Island. They have no problem with the project. The numbers look great. They'll do it for you. Check them out. They're called Northeastern Savings Bank. So, seeing as though I trust Cornerstone Commercial Capital, I say no problem. Sign it up. Let's do it. So we get Northeastern into the picture. I would say November, December of last year. They issue a term sheet in February. The term sheet is very, very good. And it says that the builder fronting the soft costs, meaning they're paying for things on the front end, architect, things like that, will suffice as your, or a portion of your contribution that's needed. So the way we were explained was that since the builder's paying for this out of their pocket on the front end, you don't have to worry about coming up with that money towards your contribution since the builder is kicking it in now. Turns out that was not allowable. Cornerstone Commercial Capital either didn't know or misled us down this path, and thankfully we had the money to be able to actually cough up and inject into the deal. Now for most people, that one little mistake, right, would have cost and blew up the whole thing. And that was something that they really dropped the ball on. It should have been a red flag, but we kept it going. After that, we proceed towards the closing. And I hear from Northeastern Savings Bank, quote, we're looking good for closing. And closing was slated in mid-August of this year, of 2022. 3 days before the closing, Cornerstone calls me and says, Northeastern got a report back from Pomeroy and Associates that says the building is not structurally sound, the rents, are abnormal. How are we going to build this? What's wrong with that? The budget changed. Pretty much just saying this is a shit deal. And the bank says, we got this report from Pomeroy, and if we do it, and this is here in the file. If we ever get looked at, it could cost us our job and reputation. So the deal blew up 3 days before the closing. And Cornerstone, what did they have to say? Sorry. We'll find you somebody else. We'll find you another bank, Greg. Don't worry about it. We'll get it done for you. So Northeastern, bye-bye. See you later. Now with Cornerstone. Lonely out there in the ocean, waiting for some funding to come along and save us. Month goes by. Crickets from them. Nothing. Then, I say, you know what? We'll just find it ourselves. We'll find financing. So we go to all these different banks. The big ones, right? The Big 10 here in Rhode Island. Bank Rhode Island, Bank Newport, all of them. Citizens. Nope, not interested. Can't get these rents. You're too young, right? Too young. You're too young to be successful. You gotta wait. Just pretty much every type of negativity you can think of was just thrown. No, bad area. Woonsocket doesn't have the credibility. It just constant just shit thrown at the wall. And I'm thinking to myself, like, the hardest part for most developers is the appraisal. Getting the appraisal to justify the loan amount. The appraisal was well above what it needed to be. The rents are well above what they need to be. And still, in the eyes of these bankers, the numbers were not enough. And that's usually the only thing they care about. Usually it's like, oh, we can make an exception, you're young, or oh, we can make we'll figure this out, but oh yeah, the numbers, we got to figure that out. That was figured out. That has been figured out. So to us, it was like, why is this such a struggle? Why is this such a tough sell? The diocese supports it. The city supports it. There's parking. It's one of a kind. The property's in great condition. It's not like it's fallen down. So I'm thinking, like, why does nobody want this deal? It's and in the scope of deals, this is a $3-4 million project. That's nothing. That's nothing. They're going to be renovating the Burnin' Mills, the last portion of them, and I think I saw in the paper that it's about $425,000 per unit. Financing approved, all set, plus environmental stuff, and a round of applause to that developer. But this project is like 4 times cheaper per unit, struggling to get it approved. And then finally, Centreville Bank, they step up to the plate. There's a nice referral from Emily Hennessy at Hennessy Property Management. She said, hey, you got to check them out. Right there in good old West Warwick. And I was like, Centreville Bank? The bank with the RE instead of the ER? I didn't even think to ask them. And they were all over it. Jocelyn, my loan officer, tremendous. Positive attitude, optimistic attitude. And I couldn't believe it. Finally, somebody sees this for what it is, and everybody else that was a naysayer, when this is all set, they will finally see the vision that we've been promoting and pushing. And also, this is not the last church that's going to be vacant. Sad. Churches are closing. Parishionership is down for a variety of reasons. These buildings need to be preserved. They need to be utilized and repurposed. This is doing exactly that. This is the absolute best case scenario. They're usually in urban centers. They usually have parking. Okay, they're usually on bus routes. They fit all of the needs for housing. So I was like shocked that none of these banks saw the opportunity here. They didn't see it. They blew it 100%. But Centreville Bank didn't blow it. They get it. They're going to be great. And hopefully we continue to grow our relationship with them. So wanted to give you that update and thank Centreville Bank. You should check them out. They're right in West Warwick on Main Street. They have plenty of other locations as well. And let them know that Nexus sent you. Once again, Greg Rice here in the bucket. Your property and your church managed.